Python. This is about list, and this is part 2 of the lesson or the tutorial about list. So again, the best way for you to be able to learn what is in this lecture is to open Python and do the examples here. So this is actually a tutorial video. So you can loop through a list items by using a for loop. So print all items in the list one by one. So let's say, for example, we have here a list. This list is equal to apple, banana, cherry. So for X in this list, then print X. So we have apple, banana, and cherry. So this will print apple, banana, and cherry. So this is a loop. Loop through index numbers. So we can also use the index numbers. So you can also loop through the items by referring to their index number. So use the range function and the length function to create a suitable iterable. So this list is equal to apple, banana, cherry. So for I in range, length this list. So print this list indexed by I. So the iterable create that. So this is the iterable created in the example above is 0, 1, and 2. So in the first loop, I will become, the value of I is 0, and then on the next loop it will become 1, and then on the next loop it will become 2. So that will be the values of I inside this loop. You can loop through the items by using a while loop also. So use the length function to determine the length of the list, then start at 0 and loop your way through the items by referring to their indices. So remember to increase the index by 1 after each iteration. So here we have an example to print all items using a while loop to go through all the index numbers. So we have here this list is equal to apple, banana, cherry, then I equals 0. So that will be our first index. So while I is lesser than the length of this list, so this is 3. So while I is lesser than 3, we print this list indexed by I. So initially that is 0. So once we increase the value of I by 1, it will loop now. Then I becomes 1. So this list 1, then add 1 to I, it becomes 2. So 2, it will print cherry, and then it will add 1, that's 3. So 3 is no longer lesser, it goes out of the loop. So that is how we loop using the while. Using loop or looping using list comprehension. So list comprehension offers the shortest syntax for looping through lists. So the shorthand for loop that will print all items in the list is this list. So this is the list, and then in square bracket print X for X in this list. So that will print apple, banana, and cherry. Now we'll be learning more of these loops in next lessons. But for now, this is how we loop through list. List comprehension. So list comprehension offers the shortest syntax when you want to create a new list based on values of existing list. Example, based on the list of fruits, you want a new list containing only the fruits with the letter A in the name. Without list comprehension, you will have to write for statement with a conditional test inside. So this is how we do it without list comprehension. So fruits, apple, banana, cherry, kiwi, mango. New list equals, we have here the empty list. So for X in fruits, if A in X, so if A is inside X or these letters here, the new list that append X. So we add the item to new list. Then if we print new list, it will only print apple, banana, and mango because all of this contains letter A. So this is without list comprehension. Now here's an example now with list comprehension. So you can do that only with one line of code. So we have fruits equals apple, banana, cherry, kiwi, mango. So new list equals X for X in fruits if A in X. So we will add X to new list. For X in fruits, we will loop to this one only if A is in X. So we print new list, it will it will have the same output, but you notice that our code is just composed of one line to create a new list. So list comprehension syntax condition. So new list is equal to expression for item in iterable, and then if then condition equals to. So if it's true, it will be added to the list. So return value in the new list, leaving the old list and change. So condition, the condition is a filter that only accepts the item that evaluate to true. So example, only accepts items that are not apple. So new list equals x for x in fruits if x is not equal to apple. So it will accept everything except apple. So we have banana, cherry, kiwi, and mango. So the condition if x is not equal to apple will return true for all elements other than apple, making the new list contain all fruits except apple. The condition is optional and can be omitted. So with no if statement, new list is equal to x for x in fruits, so that will add everything to the list. So list comprehension syntax. So the iterable. So the iterable can be any iterable object like list, tuple, set, or etc. So you can use the range function to create an iterable. So new list equals x for x in range 10. So print new list. So it will print 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that will be contents of the list. Same sample but with a condition. So accept only numbers lower than 5. New list is equal to x for x in range 10 if x is lesser than 5. So this will only accept numbers lesser than 5. So the output will be 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. The expression. So in a list comprehension. So expression is the current item in the iteration, but it is also the outcome, which you can manipulate before it ends up like a list item in the new list. So set the values in the new list to uppercase. So fruits, so this is the expression. So the result of this will be added to the list for x in fruits. So for x in fruits, these are the items. But what we're going to do with x before we add it to the list is to convert that into uppercase. So if you print new list, it will print the same apple, banana, cherry, kiwi, and mango, but this time in uppercase. So you can set the outcome to whatever you like. So let's say, for example, fruits equals apple, banana, cherry, kiwi, mango. New list equals hello for x in fruits. So this will be the expression that will be added to the list. So even though we have these items here, still this is what will be added to the list. That's why print new list, it will only the list only contains the word hello. The expression can also contain conditions, not like a filter but a way of to manipulate the outcome. So let's say, for example, we want to return orange instead of banana. So fruits equals, this is our list, and then the first one, so before the for loop, is our expression. So our expression is x if x is not equal to banana. So else orange. So if it is equal to banana, we change the value of x to orange. So that's the expression for x in fruits. So you notice here, apple. So if it is not equal to banana, the same, that's the same x. But when it comes to banana, you change that to orange. So the expression in the example above says return the item if it is not banana. So return the item if it is not banana. If it is banana, you return orange. Sort list alphanumerically. So we can also sort a list. So list objects have a sort method that will sort the list alphanumerically, ascending by default. So sort the list alphabetically. So this list equals orange, mango, kiwi, pineapple, banana. So this list that sort. So print this list. So it is now sorted alphabetically or alphanumerically. Sort the list numerically. So we have here a list composed of numbers. So this list that sort. So we print the list. So it is sorted in ascending order, just like in this case, in ascending order. How about if you want to sort it in descending order? So to sort descending, use the keyword argument reverse equals true. So sort the list in descending order. So we have this list is equal to orange, mango, kiwi, pineapple, and banana. So this list that sort reverse equals true. So if we print this list, it will be sorted in descending order. So in this case, I'll sort the list in descending order. So we have this list 150, 65, 82, 23. So this list that sort reverse equals true. If we print the list, so the output will be 182, 65, 50, and 23. So it is now sorted in descending order. And that ends our lecture for list. So thank you very much for viewing this video.